Drew Kozub with the legendary Garth Brooks. How you doing, friend?
Good, Drew. Thank you.
Very excited to be chatting with you. Now, every single Garth Brooks song tells a fantastic story, but which one does the best job of telling your story?
Ooh, that's a tough one. There's a song called Thicker Than Blood, and it tells our life story about where my mom was born, how they met. We were a blended family, but we never was allowed to use step or half ever to describe our brothers and sisters. We were one family, and that's how we've come in. That's how we go out. There was 8 of us to begin with. There's 4 of us left, and we are a family. So it's probably Thicker Than Blood would be that one that tells the story probably the best.
When you talked about your country influences, you said in your house it was Haggard and Jones, and you actually got to record the duet with George Jones, and you said that you got to meet Merle Haggard. What were those moments like when you got to connect with these idols?
It was good. Jones, I cried a lot just because just couldn't believe it. And I cried so bad that he had to finally walk off. That he'd come back every 5 or 10 minutes because we were actually going to have to sing together that night. It's the first time I'd met him. And he'd just say, "Hey, Garth, how you doing?" and stuff, and kind of tried to get me. But, man, you talk about Jones, because Jones is the greatest voice to ever grace country music. And then the greatest all-around artist to ever get country music for me on the male side has to be Haggard. So those 2 guys mean the world to me. They meant the world to my dad. And then the guys that I love, guys like Strait, Whitley, all those guys were influenced by Haggard, immensely. So it's cool to just keep kind of going down the line like that.
You mentioned George Strait. You covered one of his songs on Blame It All on My Roots live. Sometimes you do Amarillo by Morning.
Yes.
What is it about George Strait that you love so much?
I don't know. He's just so cool. And he's so, he never tried to be anybody else. He was always him. Nobody dressed like him before he came out. Now we all dress like him, And it's funny. I'm lucky enough to have a career underneath my name, but still to this day, if you say who would you like to be, it'd have to be George Strait.
Now, country music today sounds quite a bit different than when Much Too Young came out. However, Garth Brooks songs still just as popular. Why is this?
I have no idea. I would love, if someone does have the answer, for it to be the music. Just say, man, the music has made the leap of time, and that's very sweet. And we didn't play much new music last night. We were paying homage to Mike. We'll play some newer stuff tonight, too, as well. And what kills me is they'll treat the new stuff like the old stuff, which is every entertainer's dream,
Last question for you, Garth. What is your favorite Trisha Yearwood song?
Ooh, I got to say Walk Away Joe. And that's one she didn't do last night, so I always wait for that to happen. But I remember where I was. I remember the truck I was driving. I can tell you the windows were down. I remember the smells, everything. The first time I heard, the first lyric of Walk Away Joe, and then Here Comes Don Henley's voice in on it. It was phenomenal. And, we kind of launched the same time, but that was the moment when I said, you know what? I think she's going to be okay.
True love. Garth Brooks, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Drew.